Welcome everyone. Wednesday, Wednesday, first Wednesday of the year, and tonight we doing our review show, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 5, Brothers and Keepers. What's up, Keisha?
Nothing.
Ugh,
This weather and this flu and RSV and I guess COVID still here is on my nerves. How about you?
yeah, everything's good. I mean, feeling a lot better. You know, enjoying trying to get rid of the end of the cold and all that good stuff. But it is what it is. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
What's up, supporting gaming? I see you in the chat. Nicole, I see you in the chat. You guys make sure you, as y'all usually do, I know y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. Dwayne might not be here with us tonight. He's doing some moving around. But I'll get right to it. We saw the end of the episode was the end of Unique. Um, a lot of people had thoughts about it. Let's get right to it. Is official. So all of he's not dead. He's officially dead. Even from the show writer's perspective, they killed him off the show. Whether this was he was ready to go from an actor standpoint, or whether they was just ready to kill him off. I know that he said from a statement when he read the script, he emailed Sasha Penn and said, "Yo, you sure about this?" And they said, "Yeah, they were sure." So moving right along, characters come and go, but we've seen from a lot of the online responses that a lot of people are upset about this. So Keisha, what's your thoughts on everything?
It was stupid. Like I don't understand the rhyme or reason. I don't understand the backstory or the reasoning behind Ronnie. Um, he's just a bitch ass ninja as far as I can see. Like you dry snitching on your brother. You talking about he laying up with Rock. Like who does that? That's more like these dudes today. Like they wasn't really rolling like that in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Hmm.
So is he a serial killer? Like I don't get it. I'm not liking the whole story. I'm not liking that Rock done put a gun on Kanan, and now DIFUS or CPS or whatever they call is coming to the house. Kanan ain't around, and that's just okay. Like this is not true.
We all
Uh,
we all know that the first day that the lady came to the house and she was not there,
that would have been an issue.
it would have been an issue from the door. It wouldn't have been no. Shoot, Rock didn't even try to smooth talk the lady, but it
It would
wasn't
have been
even.
it would have been an issue.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not liking that. I'm not liking why is Rock mad at Lulu? She got a nerve. I'm not liking that. Um, you know, Marvin trying to tell her something, she being stupid. Like they're a target. As close as that family was in the first season, I can't see her not telling Lulu and Marvin and Kanan that they're a target. They're being watched. She didn't come across to me as a stupid woman, but she's a stupid woman.
I think that the one of the
How,
one of the biggest issues I have, Keisha, is we know that a lot of shows take a pivot in the middle of their seasons and they'll go in a different direction. But it doesn't just seem like the show, from a writer's standpoint, is taking a pivot. It seemed like Rock's nonchalant attitude, it's head scratching to the point like, what is the purpose of even Rock being in the show anymore? Because she keeps saying, "I'm
I
out,
hate
I'm
her.
out, I'm out, I'm out."
I hate her.
Like
And but
I ain't
here's
trying to
the
be.
thing.
Nobody cared that you out.
I when she broke down, because she was in her women feelings and she was making some decisions and she's like, I fucked up and all this. I still with her like, okay, that could be legit sometime with women. We take a lot on or whatever. So to see her have this breakdown and not tell the people that's close to her, it doesn't make sense. And how did the newspaper person tell them that the boy, what was his
The
name,
Dean, well,
Dean was dead, and
the
they
news,
didn't know?
my exactly. If he's supposed to be somebody in the
Her
street,
legend, like,
and even then, like I said in the text, I had a problem with that because when Marvin told her, she didn't say, "Wow, damn, what's going on?" The first thing he say is, "Oh, you got people in the newspaper now." Like, I get what they tried to make people think Rock was definitely back then, a character like she could be, but it's just her nonchalant.
but it's not realistic. Even her opening a salon outside of her neighborhood is not realistic.
Exactly, exactly.
Like, and I really think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think 50 has anything to do with these shows anymore.
Well, he's narrating this one. He narrates it and says all this slick stuff and try to drop gems for people that think they may know or want to
Ain't
go
no
into the
gems,
streets.
being dropped.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what street people, I don't know. Like the 80s and the 90s in the Flash,
There's no way. There's no way. I'm gonna just say this.
these is not, it doesn't add up to how people were rocking in this time frame.
And I'm gonna say it. I know that I see a lot of stuff online about Ronnie's character, and some people like it. Ronnie's character is not real, y'all. People could sit and talk about, oh, I knew a dude in my hood that came home from jail used to act the same way. If he acted that way, he was definitely not trying to go back to the street. He either was going to commit a crime to go straight to jail. Ronnie's trying to be the man the whole while being strange as fuck.
You trying to be the man, but you trying to borrow money. You don't have that, doesn't add up.
No supporting game, and Sasha Penn didn't make this show. Sasha Penn is just a writer for the show. 50's hands was on Raising Kanan. Sasha Penn is just the table writer.
I can't believe that the best show of the three is the one with Tariq.
I could believe it.
I'm flabbergasted. I would have never believed that would be the best show of the three. Because I thought it catered to a different demographic and all this other. It's the best one of the three. This is some bullshit. Then you got the guy, the handicapped guy, the disabled guy. Now he goes and drops Rock's name
and says her street name. He don't say Raquel Thomas. He said Rock. He said, what the Rock got to do with it? Like, anybody knows you never use street names. If you ever have to talk to the police, but you're talking to the police. Now you're talking about, oh, I'm only here because so Detective Howard is telling you to feed them false information, but you give them Raquel.
Okay, but he wouldn't have talked to Marvin.
Yeah. I think and supporting gaming mentioned something. Yeah, it is Raising Kanan. The show is Raising Kanan. However, you have to have other characters and you have to have some substance to those characters, and they're just doing a bad job. They're all over the place. They stupid. They don't make.
First of all, we want to know about Jukebox because how did they get to the point that Kanan killed Jukebox?
Exactly. How did they get to the point where she got to? Dwayne, we can hear you.
Okay.
How did they get to the point where that became an issue, where Jukebox became an issue?
So now, when you go to the original Power, I think 50 said he defended her or he took her in after her father, but that's not making sense. So Marvin,
well, Keisha, the way they got The way they got Marvin and Jukebox relationship now is Father of the Year. The dude said straight up, "Yo, that's you, Juke. I see the way she look at you. Uh,
And
you
he
know,
was proud.
he's proud. He's proud. Like they've written this in the script. So anything from here on out of love between Juke and Marvin, it's not gonna seem right. If they write in the script animosity, it's not gonna seem authentic. He's accepted her sexuality. Her mother's gone. So it's no
He's
reason.
accepted his daughter. He's
Yes,
accepted
he's
his
accepted his
daughter.
daughter. So it's no reason for Juke and Marvin to ever have any discourse going forward. He don't disappoint her. So now when they write this in the script, for anybody that's gonna watch, continue watching, when they write it in the script, you're gonna be sitting there scratching your head like, where did that come from? Because this is what they do with these shows. These writers are lazy, and I'm not a writer.
And
I
I
respect people's talent, but these writers, they're lazy and they expected the audience is dumb.
and even the Rock and Kanan relationship, they doing too much to me. That's a single mother with a son, and his mother done been thorough and helped him. Like he will waver a little bit.
The only thing that I can see with Kanan, where he has issues with his mother, is that she never keeps it a buck with him. That's it.
Yeah, but he got to learn how to stay in his place too.
How you doing, Dwayne?
He got to learn how to stay in his place too.
Go ahead, Wayne. What's your
I,
thoughts, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
yeah,
can hear
we
you.
hear you.
Yeah, he got to learn how to stay in his place a little bit. He a little too dismissive of his mother for my liking.
Yeah.
But it's just some improprieties that I have a problem with.
Uh oh.
The whole cops busting the window and trying to shake her down, all that. Tired of it. Um, they showed their mother and she's a mess, just looking for money from her kid. I ain't like that. Um, it's like I don't like that you kind of deferred to Kanan on the girl because it's obvious she liked the girl,
Mm-hmm.
and I think if she pushed up on the girl would be with it. But she let Kanan do whatever.
And I don't think that's realistic.
I don't think it's realistic either. Um, Ronnie walking up on Kanan thinking he's selling heroin. Like, what is going on?
Yo, he looked at him like, what? What are you talking about? And then just walked off on him. But see, that's the unrealistic characterization of a dude coming home from jail wanting back the street. He's gonna know what's going on.
They know more in jail than we do.
The streets
Well,
don't
listen,
change that much.
it's like it's just said last week. He did 3 years, not 30.
Yeah, supporting gamer. You say he's stuck in the 70s. That's the thing. He did
They in the
3 years.
90s.
He
He did
did 3 years from a this. Just think. Is this say? And I'm gonna stretch it and say 92. He
yeah,
was gone from 89 to 92. I know some people that was in the streets back then. The streets didn't change that much.
hell no, not in 3 years.
And then he talking
Like,
about H. Takeda looked at him like, nigga, I'm just a weed guy, yo.
where do you think Kanan getting heroin from?
Uh,
Who is
And
that?
first of all, people is not respecting him like he was the man.
exactly. Somebody would know. You got famous and Kanan respect him like he's a boogeyman instead of the streets. People would know, like, oh yeah, that's unique older brother. Did all the time or did some time, Cam. You're not even
He acted
making
like a stick-up kid, like the ones that was robbing the drug dealers. He don't act like he was the man. Now I'm
Keisha,
telling all my business,
Keisha,
but
even if look, TV doesn't describe the stick-up man as part of the culture. However, we'll give you a little bit of history for those that's listening. The stick-up king is synonymous with the culture as the music. The stick-up kid was no different than the drug dealer. He just robbed other dealers.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the culture. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody knew the stick up kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know how y'all used to watch The Wire and they'd be like, Omar coming, Omar coming? So they would have thought that about Ronnie. Ronnie's a weirdo. And they wrote this in the script. And I hate to say it because I saw a couple of things on the internet. People talk about, oh, that's the mental health that people deal with when they come home from jail. Knock it off. This has nothing to do with mental health. This has nothing to do with nothing. The Ronnie coming in, and I haven't watched BMF like y'all two, is exactly what y'all said to what they did with Lamar.
Well, Quentin, let me ask you a question. Is jail and prison two different things?
For some people, no. He ain't been gone. Keisha, if he was gone 3 years, Rikers Island is part of Queens.
So for a year and a half, Rikers Island is a different animal, so I can't compare it to New Jersey.
Let's just say, and I'm going to be taking stretch here. Let's just say Ronnie was on Rikers Island. 3 years on Rikers Island is rough. So he would have came home rough. Best case scenario, he was sent upstate. So then he go upstate, he start coming home and he get close to home. He would not be acting like this. He would have a plan, some strategy. Ronnie has no strategy. He just running around here winging it.
For the people that I know, right? It's a lot of people depending on their age of when they go to jail. They have in their mind they coming back to get right back to where they left at. That depends on how old they were, and when they coming home. And then there's other people that is done with it and they want to get their life together. I'm not seeing any of that with Ronnie. Ronnie has no plan.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He would have been setting up his plan his last 3 months before he even hit the street.
Even if he didn't agree with Unique's decisions, he would have came home and said, "Look, little bro, I think you've been messing up. I think even if he felt all this animosity towards Unique in his relationship with Rock, he would have said, this is what I want to do." He basically, when he took him to the Chinese store, he basically told Unique, you got to be doing more. Unique telling him, like, look, this is the lane right now, bro.
And they just got into it with the Italians. Like, this in real time. That wasn't that long ago. I don't know. I'm over it. That killing of Unique, I don't know. I would have rather seen Unique and Rock take over the world or something. I'm not liking it.
Y'all know they took out my favorite character, man. So I'm kind of out on this. Excuse me. I'm kind of out on it.
Dwayne, I've been cussing the whole time. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm kind of out on it, man, because now some of the other things you set up in this season don't make sense. Like, he already said he don't want to deal with the Chinese.
Yeah.
But why go down that road? Why do we even open that window up?
Yeah. And like supporting gaming, it said what you just basically said what you just said, Dwayne. He said now Stefan and Unique's conversation was pointless.
Pointless.
Because Stefano's gonna see how Ronnie is if he sees him and be like, I can't deal with this. He's too extra.
I mean, this man that killed Dean and Unique. And the streets gonna know it's him eventually.
First of all, in that time frame, in that era, it was enough real people in the tri-state that they could have emulated Ronnie Astor.
Right.
Yeah. And it's crazy from that area too.
From that area. It's real people that you could have.
Keisha, you're trying to hold back. You could name the names, Keisha.
I'm not going to name the names. I'm just saying. It was real people there during that time frame. We wasn't moving like they was moving in Detroit. Our poor is a different type of, poor or disenfranchised look different.
Depending on
in different places.
Definitely. Depending on where you at.
We wasn't rolling like Lathan in the tri-state. This nigga crazy. I'm sorry.
Now supporting gaming. See, supporting gaming. You always have us cracking up because for lack of better words, we know you're a little bit younger than us. But when you say this, it's funny as hell. You saying it. Ronnie is just a block off Michael Myers with shades of Debo from Friday, always bullying people. Like that's the weird part. Ronnie
With dress
character,
pants on.
his character doesn't fit anywhere in the Power universe.
With
Like
khakis
just
on.
just think if Ronnie came home. Now he came home in the '90s for this show. Just think if Ronnie just appeared with Tariq and them. He wouldn't. You'd be looking at him like, what the hell? Or if he was in Chicago with Tommy. It's so the character is so off brand
They got him
of what
looking like Steve Urkel.
would you say, Dwayne?
Right,
They
Dwayne. He looked like Urkel.
got him looking like Steve Urkel, man.
Yes. He wear the same pants and jeans every episode like a cartoon. And then you got him ironing clothes at Unique House. Like, what are you ironing for?
You
Eating cereal. Like, it's so
ironing,
off brand of the Power
Do you know
universe.
how fly we was in the 90s?
yes, they did know because the first season tapped into that. I don't know why they ain't stay on that.
He ain't even got. Listen, even if he was a little country, quote unquote country, Ronnie would still be wearing Adidas suits with some shells. Now, this is the 90s. This is the early 90s. People, that stuff came back.
Out there, if Ronnie went away and he just got back on the scene, he should be coming back out there looking like MC Shan.
Exactly. Pause.
Right. Right.
Feel me? They got him coming out here looking like he from Arkansas and the man from New York City.
Yeah, he looked like
I don't
like he
no style. Come on,
like
man.
he eating a banana in that and belly.
Man, no style. This man is from New York. Come on, Unique was walking around with Unique on his jacket, gold chain. His older brother ain't
you saw in Unique's clothes. It was the Dapper Dan, AJ Lester era.
right.
You don't see that with nobody else, which is you see. That
And
with
Unique had a clothing store.
Yeah.
So that means they was into fashion.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So this his older brother and he ain't gonna be like that?
Yeah, supporting gaming. I guess supporting gaming, you're right. Maybe we gotta take it out of the drama category and just look at this as a comedy. Because when Ronnie took off his glasses, that was funny. And now all of a sudden him and Unique start fighting and Unique turned his back on him.
And that boy needs to stop trying to sound like 50. It's
boy.
Annoying now.
It's like da.
Yeah,
Da.
he's trying too hard, man. Like he wasn't talking like that the first 2 seasons.
What you mean? I want to. What?
Trying too hard, man.
And when he becomes so tough,
Exactly.
I ain't seen him fight or win a fight or nothing.
That's the funny thing is like why he got so much spark for Famous.
Let's be honest. The boy grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. When you really think about it,
Yeah.
he ain't have to be out in these streets. We've seen people like that before. We know a couple of people that ain't have to be in the streets.
We know a lot of them, but I digress.
Like
when he's so tough, I want Famous to whoop his ass.
Listen, that's like me with the way I was brought up. All of a sudden saying, "Nah, I'm gonna be on the street."
Yeah, Nicole, he does talk like he got marbles in his mouth. See, that's what I meant. Nobody can emulate 50's voice because of the bullets. That's why even having an actor, we could say, well, he's playing Kanan or 50. That voice, he has bullets. That's like Kanye. You can't imitate Kanye's voice because it has something there that's not natural. Right. So him trying, I respect the young man for trying to emulate and really take on the character. But the voice-wise, he's trying too hard.
It's a big failure And see, I give 50 Cent credit because of all these show creators, he listens to the public. I guarantee you, when they shoot next year, that boy ain't gonna be sounding like that.
Mhm.
He ain't gonna be sounding like that because they already got renewed, right? They got renewed for a 4th season, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think that boy gonna be sounding the way he sound right now next year because it's not landing well. It's not landing well with the public. Sound like a damn clown. And this series want me to go on without my boy Unique, and I don't know that I can. Now I'm gonna do it because I love y'all, but I'm watching the rest of this series with a slanted eye. I give this damn episode a 1.5.
Well, where do we go now? That's the question. Where do we go?
That's why I give it a 1.5.
Because you know what's amazing, right? Is I seen people say this is gonna pull Rock in. What the hell would Rock get pulled in? Because Unique got killed out in the street for it. In her eyes, she ain't gonna know who killed Unique. She ain't gonna care who killed Unique like that. She gonna say,
because she's a stupid woman and she's in love now, so she's gonna wreak vengeance.
Listen, I'm tired of the woman from the bodega. Like, when she become the queen of the South, I'm tired of her.
they should have her playing Griselda then instead of Sergio for.
And then her face is funny looking.
Yeah, and
I'm sick of her too.
That damn hairstyle they gave her. What is going on?
Let me tell you something. If Rock really trying to be out, but here's my thing. Rock, where your money at? Like, they're playing with us like we're stupid.
Yeah. And then she want to complain.
Ain't nobody said she invested in Lulu's stuff.
She'd have been better off investing in the bar than getting that damn plaza she bought.
Right? But then she shafted Lulu, and then what's the boy name? They tried to make it like he was the killer, all this other stuff. So that money's probably tied up.
Crown, come on.
Where she get? Yeah, Crown. So where you got all this money from? It ain't even logical that she just ain't in the street no more.
Yo, what killed me, right? What really took me out. I told y'all that scene with her and Marvin was hilarious. Because even when she said, as she said the statement about the newspaper, she says to Marvin, "Oh, I can't help you." He didn't even ask for your help. Like, she just, the way that they got her is like,
she got to carry her brothers.
And the reality is that we've watched for 2.5 seasons. Your brothers is the ones that put the work in, and even when
they've been carrying her.
Exactly. Her decision's been all the shaky ones. We could say that, Lulu emotional. Yeah, he emotional. You think about it. Lulu killed Scrap. Like they killed somebody that was loyal, and she killed him off of a whim, off of a mistake.
2 people that was loyal. Because the little young boy was loyal too.
And Kanan would probably be crushed if he ever found out that, well, Kanan gonna know. Like, come on. And even with Marv, you really never was trying to help Marv and juke men fences. They did that on their own.
They still got to explain how that man drove a truck.
They ain't got to explain it because he probably going to die now because he said Rock to the police.
Yeah. Instead of saying Raquel. He said, what Rock got to do with this? That Fed jumped on that nickname so quick.
And I mean, like, they should be looking into Rock. They should be looking into Carter.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dwayne, you rated it a 1?
1.5.
It was bad.
The rating is in, folks. Dwayne put his rating out there.
I couldn't even watch it a second time, so I'm gonna agree with my good brother and go 1.5 too.
Hoping beyond hope actually did, but then Joey Badass did some video montage, man.
Yeah. Well, both of y'all gave it a 1.5. I'm gonna be
Maybe.
nice. I'm gonna be nice and just give it a 0.5.
Oh, maybe they'll bring them back like they brought the girl back on Power Book.
Yeah, bring them back.
A one, Nicole. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 0.5, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm only giving it a 0.5 because it was written on script. Support Gaming gave it a 7.
Of
Unique could
course.
have went out better.
Let me just
uh,
tell you something though. The tide is changing because I'm seeing people that ain't never been agreeing with us before. Like our reviews is really not the typical power reviews. We got people that's now finally saying the stuff that we've been saying the whole time.
Hold on.
And the next to die will probably be I don't really see Marvin and Famous making it too long through the series.
I think Rock gonna mess up and kill Famous by accident.
well, I'll be honest with y'all. If Marvin died, well, if they decide to kill Marvin off the show, it is going to be very, very sad.
But what are they gonna do? Who's gonna be left? They
But when you think about it, the Italian should be after Marvin. He
I,
wasn't
I would,
incognito.
I would feel better, right? You're right, Keisha. Marvin should. I mean, Marvin. Did she get? She paid for her protection. She didn't really say her family because that's how
Let
it's
me
supposed
just
to be.
tell you about the tri-state that people don't understand. New Jersey, New York, very segregated. Very segregated. Wasn't no ninjas supposed to be in no area where no Italians was getting a baby christened or baptized or whatever.
Mm-mm.
Very segregated. The tri-state segregated right now in 2024. We're not being realistic and telling the truth.
The Italians wouldn't even went over to New York.
We not. Oh,
Under no circumstances
but
would
listen.
Stefano had let them come over there.
You
You
got to
have
pay the toll.
Keisha is right. You have different things, man. We still got certain areas like the town that we grew up in.
Yeah.
Real.
I live with the whites. They
But
didn't. But
everybody
yeah,
knows
very
we
segregated.
overlook.
I don't know. I can't. I'll be honest with y'all. Like I was saying about Marvin, I would feel better. Okay, we know the show is about Kanan and raising Kanan. I would feel better if everybody in Kanan's life, outside of Famous, lived in Long Island, and Kanan was going back to Queens and doing all this dirt. But for them to be in the show, for them to be showing Rock and all of them, for them to be doing all this character stuff and jukebox, it doesn't make sense.
And let me tell you, Quentin, I could go with that. I could go with in the Power Universe, they're all alive, his family, because that's what they will want. To
Exactly.
go to the suburbs, get out the game, and live. And he would want to be in the street. Like we know people like that.
Support game and support
And
talent.
they come from it appears we gotta understand that New York does have some suburban lifestyle. They
It's
lived in
Queens.
yeah, they lived in the suburbs. That was a black suburb.
Absolutely.
It
They
might not be
grandmama
Baisley. It might not be Baisley projects, but Queens is the suburbs.
they grandmama live in a house. Lulu was getting records at the garage.
Mhm.
But see, supporting game, and I like your thoughts here, but one may not have nothing to do with the other. Marvin, whether he dies or not, that's one thing I think we all want to know is what makes Jukebox so cold hearted. What possibly could have happened?
She a
And
sucker for
if
love.
you look at, unfortunately, you could always find older clips on these social media sites. If you look at their relationship, Kane and Jukebox relationship, she never smiled in the old Power.
Well, who does she? When you think about it, right? Just take a walk. Just take a little walk with me for a second. When you think about it, who does she trust the most?
Lulu,
You think?
yeah.
I think
I
she.
think it, and he lets her down.
I think she trusts Rock the most. And I think Rock is going to be the one to disappoint her so much that's going to turn her hard. Because if you
I
look at,
could agree with that because Rock has disappointed them all.
yes, but and if you look at like any scene where it's her and Rock, she'll smile a little bit, and she'll be like, "What's up, Juke?" Da, da, da.
Well, wait, I take that back. Rock has disappointed everybody but Marvin because Marvin is the oldest. Marvin screwed up when he got strung out on drugs.
Hmm.
But Lulu being the little brother, then her son and her niece, also known as her daughter, I could agree with you.
See, the thing that they did with having a prequel is you already gave us the finished product of Juke and Kanan, and we see how they interacted in the other power. So then to come back and then do a prequel, and these two grew up basically in the same house, and then you see how they interacted. Like she literally wanted to kill Tariq, and then when she attempted to do it, he killed her.
Well, I'm guessing she wanted to kill Tariq because Ghost helped hurt Kanan.
Hmm.
No?
Well, the way the scene, I just saw the clip, which was interesting. She did say, take him for his money and then take his heart by taking his son. But what made her so cold like that?
Life.
Like, and if he
Think
brought
about,
Kanan around, go ahead, Dwayne.
think about it. Anything she really loves, she loses. Anything Juke really loves, she loses. She gonna lose her music because she signed up for that army shit. She lost the white chick, who was the only person she ever loved. She started getting a relationship with her mother. She lost her. When she loses Marvin, it's gonna be the tipping point.
Maybe she gonna lose Marvin and it's gonna be Rock's fault.
Yes, that's
Supporting
right.
gaming said, I already made up in my mind what we heard Kanan saying in OG Power is him twisting the story, and book 3 is what actually happened. I'll go with that.
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
But the thing that's crazy is they didn't even interact. Like I don't even think Ray Ray knew that they were cousins. They didn't say like that's my cousin. They were more like
Wait, Ray Ray and Kanan and Juke was cousins?
no, they didn't say that they were cousins in front of Ray Ray.
Oh, okay.
They just was all working together. But like, where did they try? Like the relationship that Kanan and Juke has now. In the future, I would expect it that they were so close that if somebody worked with them, they would have known like they more like brother and sister. They ain't really like cousins. But they kept it. Even the girl that was
Yeah,
taking care of him when
they
he
may,
was burnt.
but they may set that up. Why they don't
I
reveal it.
mean, Tommy and Ghost knew.
But listen, their family is messy as hell, bro. Like, so they may not even want people to know. You understand what I'm saying? I think we looking too far ahead, to be honest. It's still so much that needs to be done with this series.
I don't know, but I have
But
no hope for it.
at the
I'm gonna
rate
be honest. I
at the
have
rate
no hope for raising Kanan.
at the rate they're going, you're never gonna see when Kanan meets Ghost and Tommy.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna make it to that point.
Yeah, I have no hope for it. I don't, and I'm sick of people. I don't care about Breeze. I care about what made Kanan tick and what made Jukebox tick.
The Breeze thing is becoming a automatic
And
thing.
why would Kanan kill his son? Like these are the things that I want to know. Like, how did he get from where we saw he was a timid little kid, his mama had to bring him back to fight, to he killed his son and had no remorse about it.
I'm telling you, something tragic gonna happen in that family. Gotta let it play out. Rock,
Mm.
Rock killed one of her brothers, man. And
But that's the story. Like, that's what I want to. Like, I like Unique. What happened to I've been saying the N word all night. What happened to the guy she was dating last year that took Kanan to Baltimore? What's their connection to Maryland?
Tiffany,
Yeah, what happened to Symphony? What's that? Because that's where Jukebox went to Baltimore. Like, it's so many stories and things that they could target on.
Mm.
Is DEFCON alive? Was Ronnie DEFCON lover? Like, I'm not understanding.
You right. I didn't think about that, Keisha.
I'm not understanding the Ronnie's obsession with Rock when everyone is saying she out the game. Like, she ain't doing nothing. What is his obsession? What are we missing? If we don't get that backstory, we ain't coming back.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I don't, they taking 2 weeks off. They could take 5 for all I care.
This
That's
worse than the Shy.
that's what they said. They taking off 2 weeks.
Well, no, I'm saying they're not here this week. It don't come back till next week.
Oh. Whew.
Child, they worse than the Shy. This like a Lena Waithe production. I expected more.
They need to do a damn. They need to do a Shy marathon to catch us back up.
Yo, support Gamer said plot twist. Ronnie is Kata's real father, not Howard.
Rock was a hoe.
Well, you know what? Supporting Gaming, that would be more understandable why Ronnie can't stand her. If that was true. Oh, but anyway, we're gonna wrap this puppy up. We don't even have to do it too much. Those are our ratings. I'll say this that when we do come back and do another show, I'll probably just be happy that we're back together to talk about a show. But I'm just not looking forward to the next 5 episodes. I'm not.
I'm gonna tell you something real good. The regular shows are take their premieres and come back. You got coming back in like a week, 2 weeks. My attention gonna be in other places than this stuff. They have not.
Yeah, because All the Queen's Men. I might start doing a show on All the Queen's Men because y'all have refused to watch it with me. But All the Queen's Men is coming back, and all the Chicago shows is coming back. I won't have to watch this nonsense. When is Down in the Valley when the girls get naked coming back on?
That
Yes.
shit comes back on until 2025.
What don't come back on till 2025?
P-Valley.
P-Valley.
Oh, I thought he said SVU. I was about to say, I thought that was coming on in January.
Well, if you need to see something with SVU, just look at those car shield commercials with Ice-T and Vivica.
With that,
Oh my
go
God.
close out. Y'all take care. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.